YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back with the pick of the day, guys, on another episode of Got 'em Early. But this isn't your typical Got 'em Early, man. This is a last ever. I don't even know what to call it, but you see the title. But today we're gonna be talking about the upcoming, or possibly not upcoming, Yeezy 350 Onyx. Alright, y'all, so look, we're not really even gonna be talking about we're gonna be talking about this shoe, I guess, today, but we know why we're talking about this shoe. The recent stuff going on with Kanye. And it's funny, we did a video a week ago about Kanye and his recent tweets, and then he went on to Drink Champs and, you know, talked even more, said even more stuff that was outlandish in my opinion, you know, and it led to him officially losing the contract, being terminated between him and Adidas. Now, with that being said, there has been back and forth over on Twitter, debates, topics, all about what's to come next. You know, is Kanye going to do it on his own? Where is the Yeezy brand moving forward? What is Adidas moving forward? Well, there has been information put out, at least from Adidas' end, not too much from Kanye's end, but that Adidas owns the 350 patent. Adidas also owns the 350 original patent. Adidas also owns the Foam Runner patent. I have yet to see what patent Kanye actually owns. And when I say I've seen the patents, I've seen the actual paperwork, patents with the inventor and designer's name on it. Kanye does not own anything. And the only thing I was uncertain about so far is the Yeezy slide. So if you're gonna come in the comments and say, no, you do own the foam. No, listen, if I have it, I'm gonna post pictures of each of those patents. The only thing I have not seen yet was the actual Yeezy slide. Now, what Kanye does own is, where's it at? The Yeezy name. Now, what's yet to come? What's to come after all of this, man? Is this right here going to be the last Yeezy available? I mean, we do know for a fact that there's multiple Yeezy 350s on the list right now, ready to go with the tags, with the Yeezys, you know, slapped on in there. Are those going to be brought back to the factories and remove the insole and just drop it as a 350? You know, what's yet next to come out of all this, in my opinion? And what are you as a consumer going to do, in my opinion? I've already spoken a little bit about it on Twitter, back and forth, left and right. Adidas owning this design, Adidas is going to have the upper hand in this specific situation. And knowing Adidas, and even knowing Nike, they are known to release shoes after the separation of the talent that goes along with it. Adidas, Kobe Crazy 8. Well, Kobe, I think 1 or 2, also known as the Crazy 8. There's also the EQTs. There's multiple Kobe shoes that the Kobe 1, the fat ass astronaut shoe, right? That they still release to this day. Adidas still drops that shoe, still releases that shoe, and people still recognize that shoe as a Kobe shoe and still go buy it as a Kobe shoe, even though Kobe was on Nike and everybody knew that. So, with that being said, we're not away from that. Oh, you want to continue on? What about the Diamond Turf? What about Deion Sanders' shoe? That Diamond Turf was Deion Sanders' shoe. Him and Nike didn't get some sort of situation, I guess, going on, and they continue to sell that shoe to this day. And it's still a popular shoe to this day. Brett Favre and Nike has the Zoom Turf, or Zoom Air Turf, I forgot what it's called. That's no longer in with him and Brett Favre and Nike, but they still sell that shoe to this day. There's multiple shoes out there that are still being sold to this day that was brought to life with an athlete or talent behind it. It doesn't stop the brands from continuing to sell that shoe. The Yeezy 350, you take that Yeezy name off and just call it the Adidas 350, there's going to be people out here that are going to buy it. There's nothing really on this particular shoe and has Yeezy branding except for the Yeezy on the insole. They can remove that, take that insole out, put something else. It don't really matter. Adidas seems like they had their stuff covered. Nike could even drop the Red October, does not call it the Yeezy, and I'll go buy it. If Nike dropped that Red October and called it the Nike Red October, I'm copping it, and you are too. You can cap you want, or maybe some of y'all won't. I mean, not everybody is, but I'm gonna cop it. You know, it is what it is to that. And we're gonna see that happen, I believe, in the near future with the 350s, with the 500s, with the Turtle Doves, the Yeezy Wave Runners. They're gonna call them the Adidas Wave Runners and just call it a day. Those 3 stripes are gonna overhaul that whole entire thing. that design was the best thing that Adidas could do. At the same time, Yeezy, having that name, was the best thing that he can do. But people are asking what's next. These shoes, in my opinion, are still going to release. And even if Kanye had the design of this shoe, it still wouldn't even been a good idea or even as good in my opinion. Because, you know what Kanye would not have had with a lot of these shoes? Boost. You take away the boost out of the Yeezy, you take a lot of properties out of that shoe, in my opinion. There's some of them out there that don't even have the Yeezy boost. I believe the 700 V3. So there's something right there. You could do something with that. But that boost was a big symbol, a big type of thing for the Yeezy brand, in my opinion. The Yeezy boost, you know. And you take away that out of the shoe, you take away a lot of the characteristics. However, Kanye can continue to create new products with the Yeezy name, the Yeezy brand, and there's still gonna be people out there that's gonna go and buy it. You know, at the end of the day, he said horrible things. Let's not get that misconstrued. But there's multiple people that have done horrible things, said horrible things, and people continue to still buy. You know Tommy Hilfiger? Yeah, he's one of them. He said some horrible things. A lot of these designers have said horrible racist stuff, and people will continue to still go and buy it. Nike, everybody, there's bad things with all these companies, but people still will continue to buy. So even with Yeezy, you know, I think he'll eventually come out and apologize, but even with that being said, people will still continue to go and buy. And do I fault them? At the end of the day, I've even asked you guys this question before. When I buy this shoe, am I buying it solely off of the fact that the Yeezy brand is attached to it? No. You might not want to believe that, but I actually like how the shoe actually looks. And I used to buy a lot of shoes back in the day, specifically from Adidas, that had very similar looks to that, because that's what I liked and that's the style that I liked back then. Adidas Air Force Ones, you know, Adidas Shell Toes, you know, stuff like that. I like those shoes. Not necessarily because Run DMC wore them or because Nelly wore them back in the day. I just like them. Yeezy, though, with his name, was the best thing he could do. And with Adidas having the design was the best thing they could do. I'm looking forward to seeing how these are going to end up dropping. There has been letters sent out to various stores that's been floating on the internet. Specifically, one I saw was from Foot Locker, that they said to remove all the products on that website. And there's been, I believe, other stores that have been telling people to remove Yeezy products, remove everything. Yeezy Gap has been putting out letters, and terminations of the companies and the contracts have been put out. And Adidas, it's been done immediately. So I'm really trying to see what is next from Adidas standpoint. How do they recover? How did they do this? They said that they're going to lose $272 million in revenue this year from this decision. Kanye made, I think it was 7% of Adidas sales yearly, which accounted for $1.5 billion, I want to say. 1.7 billion maybe. It's a lot of money on the table. But 7%, when you compare to 93% from what Adidas does with soccer and everything else, it's a nice hit, but they're going to keep on pushing. Some people even thought that Adidas is going to go bankrupt, but I don't think you guys quite understand how big Adidas is, especially in Europe. America, us little sneakerheads and all this, we live in this little world where we think the world revolves around us, but in reality, we're just a little bit of nothing. The big ballers, when it comes to decision making for Nike, Adidas, and all that, are sports or running, stuff like that. That's where the hits are being made. That's why a company like Saucony that did the Saucony Originals with my shoe, they did not continue to do it on, even though it did well and sold out. The reason why they didn't continue it on, and the reason why you don't even see that many Sauconys doing collaborations moving forward, is because Saucony is focused on the running, which is their big and most primarily sold products. I want to find out myself. I tried to find out, but you have Adidas Originals and Adidas Sports, right? Adidas Originals and Adidas Sports are two different departments. I promise you that the sports is running the show. But with that being said, man, the Onyx set to release in November. I highly doubt that it happens, especially with everything happening. You know, I'm curious to know if Adidas is gonna want them shoes sent back to them. Like, they gotta figure out what to do next, because right here it still says Yeezy Boost. And that termination, I am so conflicted and confused on what's about to happen. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be entertainment. I'm gonna sit back and watch and just see how this unfolds. I'm gonna be also covering this thing as it unfolds over on my Tonyd2wild TV channel, so go subscribe if you want to see more on that. But we have the Yeezy 350 Onyx, one of the shoes that we're gonna be releasing near the end of this year, I think, or in November. And with that being said, I don't know what's to come yet. You know, all over blacked out. Typical, you feel me? Only thing that says Yeezy is this. This Kanye, it doesn't even have the supply on there. But don't be surprised if Kanye get that name ripped off and they continue selling them things as is. And some people even say, man, Adidas stole his stuff and they're running with it, right? I do question you on that. Did Adidas really steal his design if on the patent there is an actual designer of the shoe? Kanye, he might have sat down and did sketches, and maybe that part I'll stop on that part because I don't even know. Because in reality, I could give that to Kanye. If Kanye actually sat down and drew sketches of when he has posted them before, so it is proof of that. And then you have some other guy that goes and does the actual computerized version of it, and then he gets labeled as the designer or the inventor. I don't know what to say, man. When you look at the patent works and the patent paperwork, you're gonna see there's actual people that are behind those designs, actual names. So Yeezy 350. Is this the last one we're ever gonna see? This was the last one. That's even if this one even releases. So we'll just have to wait and see, man. I want to know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Let me know, because right now everything is just insane. And I'm still swolled up, but we're getting back to it, baby. It's your boy Tonyd2wild. I'm checking in. I'm checking out. Peace.